Hello and welcome to day 84 of Girl Wash Your Hands. 3 o'clock on Monday afternoon, and I am looking forward to picking up the babies, and we are going to continue our afternoon from home. And I learned last week of an industry friend who has served in the animal health market for, probably 30 some years. And so for someone who is at my timeline, I'm happy to say 42. So I've got a couple of years ahead of me before I would be retiring. It's just when you hear these stories, he'd been let go from his company, and you hear these stories about relationships that were built and loyalties that are there. And the theory that if you take care of an industry, it will take care of you. And I have to believe that, or else what are we all doing here? But I think it's interesting. Many of them are men in my industry. That's not discriminatory. That's the truth. So they're typically the ones that are taking on a lot of risk. You know, they're missing out on precious moments with their family, and they're traveling all the time, and keeping their heads above water. And then to find out that that's what you get after 30 years of service is that's a tough one. And if you're awake, it's a tough one to imagine what it'll be like if that ends up being the case for me, because I think about all the sacrifices that I'm making to, especially now, keep everything moving along as it could and maybe should. And I'm learning some things about myself, or other people are bringing things to my attention that are just worth paying attention to. And so I don't necessarily have a takeaway as much as it is just an overall, at the end of the day, it is to look out for yourself, and to make sure that before you take care of others, you're taking care of yourself, I think is a really important thing. I also don't want to miss the fact that above all, we have special skills and gifts and talents to share with the world. And I believe that my children and the sacrifices that are made for them to have access to the greatness and abundance and wealth of available information and life lessons that can be learned in the environment that they're growing up in, outside of what I personally would have had access to give them. I will never be able to apologize or feel 100% guilty about that. I think it's a beautiful gift to give our children in any capacity. Please don't let this spiral the wrong direction. I'm simply saying giving our children access to things and a whole breadth of knowledge and worldliness, no matter how that looks for you and your family, is good. No, it's excellent. It's a beautiful gift to give our children. Makes my heart a little heavy. And then I know that I have a really big Pollyanna complex, and I'm never going to get rid of it 100%, because I'm not meant to. I'm meant to be the one who has that Pollyanna complex, and I'm going to ride high, and I'm going to stay optimistic and positive, and really truly believe that if you take care of whatever industry it is that you're in, if you take care of it, it'll take care of you. It may end up looking completely different than you ever would have imagined, but you'll never land flat on your face. And so if you've got those relationships and you're taking care of people, an opportunity will come back around for you. Again, it'll just look very, very different. And people and situations can be disappointing. When it comes down to it, at the end of the day, you better be sure that you realize everybody else is